Riverbeds, Sleeping in the World's Rivers by Gail Langer-Karowski. To Lawrence Pringle, mentor, inspiration, and friend, to Jessica, thanks to the many scientists and educators from zoos, aquariums, conservation, and research organizations for verifying the accuracy of the information in this book. All over the world, mammals burrow in snug dens or snooze on riverbeds of sand and silt. While these animals rest, the water sings a burbling lullaby as it laps against the bank. What would it be like to dream by a stream? Beside a stream that flows into the Mississippi River, two young otters slip inside a hollow tree. With the help of their mother, the youngsters rub and nuzzle until their fur is dry and clean. One young otter pokes the other and starts a game of chase. They play until at last they're tuckered out. Then they all lump up together for a long, leisurely snooze. In a creek near the St. Lawrence River, a beaver family has built a snug lodge. At bedtime, a beaver swims to an underground doorway and crawls up to a tunnel into a dark den. After grooming every droplet of water off its dense coat, the beaver hunkers down. It tucks its head between its hind legs and hugs front paws to its chest. In a deep, furry heap, the beaver falls sound asleep. The mighty Amazon River rushes through a rainforest and grassland. Pink river dolphins, called botos, live in the Amazon's waters. During rainy seasons, when the river overflows onto the grasslands, a tired boto searches for a shallow spot. There, it swims lazily near the surface. Rising and breathing, sinking and sleeping, the boto rests in rich, dark water. Nearby, a capybara, the world's biggest rodent, lumbers along a slow-moving stream. On a flattened mat of grass, the capybara stretches its stubby front feet and yawns, showing its big teeth. With a belly full of swamp plants, it tucks in its feet and clicks with contentment. The soft swish of the slow stream soothes the capybara to sleep. Along the bank of the Thames River, a water vole nibbles on tender reeds. Splashing into the muddy water, the vole slips inside the underwater entrance of her den. Up in a warm, dry room, her tiny babies start to stir. The mother vole dries her chestnut fur as the babies nuzzle close and nurse. Nestled together on a bed of dried grass, the vole family falls fast asleep. On a frosty morning, a mink dives below the ice of the Danube River. It catches a fish and carries it to the makeshift burrow beneath the roots of a tree. Alone and snug, the mink enjoys a morning meal. Then it fluffs its rich cocoa-brown fur before a day-long snooze. When twilight comes, the mink will awaken to hunt again. It may travel miles downstream. Perhaps the mink will find a cozy den that once belonged to a water vole for tomorrow's snooze. Below the swift, muddy water of the Indus River, sunlight looks like a shimmer of golden purple. A river dolphin listens for the echo of its staccato clicks as it swims on its side, touching the river bottom with its flipper. Once a minute, the dolphin rises to the surface to breathe. Day and night, this nearly blind dolphin swims, napping for mere seconds before it wakes to click and touch and breathe again. An Asian short-clawed otter, the smallest type of otter in the world, follows its family into a den near the mouth of the Mekong River. The little otter nibbles every drop of water out of its velvety fur, then wiggles around to dry itself in the dirt. One by one, all the otters curl up close and cozy, letting its head droop on a neighbor's warm rump. The little otter's whiskers twitch as it sleeps. A herd of hippos bounces along the Nile River. Their round backs reflect the strong sunlight like gray boulders poking above the water. Insects drone in the hot air and buzz around a hippo's ears. One of the hippos lowers its big face into the cool liquid. Its heavy head rests on a soft pillow of water as it slumbers under the hot African sun. A wet platypus pops into a hole on the bank of the Brisbane River. As it waddles through the narrow tunnel, the soil sponges water off its thick, glossy fur. Deep inside a dark, quiet den, it lays its ducky beak on a soft earth. The platypus shuts its beady eyes and sinks into a long, lazy sleep of river dreams. It's fun to imagine a snooze by a stream, but a warm, cozy bed is the perfect spot for a human mammal to rest. There's plenty of space in your sleeping den, little person, so stretch out and give a great big yawn. Curl up on a soft pillow burrow under the dry covers and close your eyes. Let the rhythmic lap of water lull you to sleep as you drift downstream, dreaming of rivers far and near.